frustrates me. I mean, Martinez lose all that. I mean, it's like Men in Black is. Have you ever seen the film Men in Black? This is what Martinez is like. You ready? You watch a game, they get beat, you sit there, you think that was a joke. That was shocking. And then he talks, and then he must press a button, and when he finishes talking, we all go, oh, it weren't that bad, was it? It wasn't bad, was it? This is a top team. These have got unbelievable players. How are they not above Leicester? How many Leicester players would get into the Everton team?
Breaking news just in for you regarding the Everton manager Roberto Martinez. We thought it was coming, but at the moment we have Sky sources saying that Everton have in fact sacked Roberto Martinez.
Yeah, it's been a really poor run for Roberto Martinez towards the end of this season. There was a view that it could end up being a rather poisonous atmosphere at Goodison Park.
So, are you happy with this appointment? That is the question.
Yeah, I'm happy it's all done. I'm happy it's all sorted. It felt like it's dragged on for a long time. But as a manager, I'm quite happy as well because he wasn't my number one originally. I wanted Emery from Seville. Once the club has established that they wanted and they went after him, then I started getting excited, and the more it went on, the more it has gone on. The fact that Everton have gone so actively to get their man and have got their man, that's what excites me. That makes me feel like that going forward, the club is going places and have sold that.
It does feel like a statement of intent to get someone of his stature as a player when he was playing.
He's a manager that has a style and defensively very, very solid. A very zonal manager, similar to, you take Pochettino's style, where it's all based on zones, pressing, being aggressive. He's a manager that could come into this Everton side with, a lot of talent there, bring some centre-backs in, bring some full-backs in, and really change it, and Everton could be pushing for, the top 4 maybe next season.
What's up, guys? Sting here. We're going to record the first career mode for FIFA 17 career mode. Today we start off with Everton, a team that was highly suggested by my friends and viewers. And today we're going to start off with looking at the squads, seeing what we have, get into a preseason game or two, and yeah. The group we're in for the preseason tournament is Everton, us of course, Chievo Verona, Olympique Marseille, AC Monaco. I think that it's going to be a pretty hard competition because all those teams can compete with us, except the Chievo of course. Who knows, I have settings on world class with Everton, so that's going to be an interesting episode. So you can see here that we're going to be competing in the European Continental Shield. Yeah. They want us to have some shirt sales, which is never a problem really. Transfer market stuff. See our objectives. So they want us to assign one youth player to the senior team the same season that they were scouted. We have to play them in 10 matches as either a sub or a starter. That's kind of hard, honestly, because I don't really like the youth players because I have no idea how they play. We have to make that work. To sign 2 players with potential over 75 for the youth squad, and increase their overall at least 10 points. Man, that's a hard bargain right there for youth, but I think we can do it. So we have to increase the team worth by at least 20% for financial, with 3 seasons to do so. I think we can easily do that. They want us to finish in the top 4 at Champions Cup place, and they want us to reach the semifinals of the FA Cup. That could be tough asking, actually. This Everton side, I'm gonna try my best. That's gonna be tough asking. And they want us to qualify for Europa League. Wait, what? How are they gonna ask us to qualify for Europa League and also finish in a Champions League place? That's kind of impossible. But so what? Whatever. Okay, we got some scouts. Alright, good to that. No, ooh, an injury update on Kevin Morales. He's probably going to be a really good help because he's just probably one of the better people on the Everton team. He's a broken tibia that was suffered at the end of last season, but is repairing nicely. So he might not be ready yet, but I'm not going to play him in preseason games because I don't want to risk it for the season because I really need him. Okay, so let's look at our squad right now. Default formation is a 4-4-1-1. I'm going to switch that up to a 4-3-3-4. My favorite formation this game. If I can find it. There we are. So let's see. Let me just make my starting formation now. As you can see here, I put some requests for some left wings because I really want to strengthen that position. And just one right wing as Bellarabi because he's just a really solid 4-star skiller from Bayer. Bailey, he's a really good left wing. Left-mid left wing that really develops later into career mode. Martial, everyone knows him. Insigne, I really like how he plays. Mertens, I also love how he plays. So if we can get Mertens or Insigne, I think that'd be a successful transfer. Got Steven El Shaarawy if none of these work out. And then Nani is a really good 5-star skiller that I could see in our team. As you can see here, I inquired about some cams that we might be able to sign in this transfer window. Dele Alli, Ericsson, Marco Asensio. We're setting up to our first preseason match, and already we have some inquiries back. Ericsson for 100 mil, I can't even afford him, so I'm not even going to bother. And apparently El Shaarawy just joined Roma, so I'm not able to buy him. Insigne 70 million. I don't think that's going to work either. I think I'm going to have to use the youngsters I have, because there's no way I can afford these people. So our bid was rejected by Real Madrid because it was too low apparently, but there's no way I can afford him, so I'm just going to use the youngsters I've got. Oh, here's a reasonable transfer. 14 million for Bailey. I'm going to try to get him for 10.5 million because I'm trying to save our funds because we don't have much. Because Everton does not have that much funds. Here's Mertens for 63 million. I can probably get that down to 40 million. And then maybe sell a player or two so I can buy Dries Mertens and Bailey. Anthony Martial, 60 million. If I can't get him for 40 million, then it's not even worth it, in my opinion. Because we need to get some other players. We cannot spend all our money on one player. This transfer window. Bellarabi for 40 million. This one I'm gonna have to do 35. I can't afford more on a right wing, even though we already have two good right wings. So 40 million or nothing, or 35 million or nothing. So apparently Nani just joined Villarreal, so we can't get him. So apparently Dele Alli is 62 million, which we will never be able to afford. So we'll just cancel that. We're into our first preseason game. So what I did is recall some people that were on loan, put some people on loan, and we actually had a pretty decent amount of people that were on loan that we could use in our team. First up, Gerald Deulofeu from Milan. He's really good left wing, which I'm glad to have back. Tom Cleverley, I called him back from loan from Watford because we need the strength in the midfield since we're not going to be able to afford a top quality midfielder. And this Cam from Frankfurt, which I'm not even going to pronounce his name, he could really be helpful since we weren't able to buy a Cam. So here's our first preseason match versus Marseille at some sort of European stadium. I'm not sure what it is. So here we are, the European Shield, facing Marseille. We need to get off to a good win here if we want to get far in this preseason tournament. As you can see, a decent amount of fans turned up. Here's our starting 11 for today's game. So the ball is lined up and we get off to a start here. First attack of this game here comes from our opponent, who sends the ball over the top. The outside but is intercepted by Garbutt easily. Sends it down the line for Heenan, who then dribbles down the line, tries to create some space, open up some options, full defender. Gets around one guy, passes it to the middle, but is intercepted by the opponent. Opponents get a ball here at half field. Junichi Pirate sends the ball in, which gets headed, but easy save for Robles. The next attack here comes from our opponent, who sends the ball over across, but Finas Mori gets there. Passes it to Coleman, passes it to Guy, passes it to Gary. Our first attack for the game here comes from Barry, sending the ball over to Lennon, who's in space. Takes a touch, kind of a bad touch, but he gets to it, sends a cross in. Defender gets it just in time. Now it's a corner here for us. Barkley sends the ball in. Right there to Finas Mori. Oh, no. Once he tries to get a head on it, but can't get it back in. Opponents get the ball here, where they have free reign in the middle, while the defender overcommits, leaves the guy open behind him. He sends the ball wide. Here's halftime here, and we're going to make some subs. 7 subs, because this is the preseason tournament we're allowed to. I'm just trying to try out every single person I can, get a feel for them, get them ready for when the season starts. The ball set up in the middle spot, start kickoff. And this game's rolling. Opponents get the ball here. Sanson to Nye, who dribbles past everybody, takes a shot, but great save by Schuckenberg. Our opponents have a corner here, which they cross it in. We header it out, but there's no one there, which they get the ball in. Opponents get the ball here about midfield. They dribble around a couple of our people, dribble around, pass it to the middle. Easy tackle. Opponents get the ball here, but we dispossess them. Pressure to Stecklenburg, to Leighton Baines, to McCarthy, to Schneiderlin, to Barkley. He sends the ball over the top for Lennon. Lennon takes the ball in, dribbles, gets off one person, takes a shot, and that's a goal for us. 1-1, equalize. Goal from Lennon. We get the ball here, sending it over the top to Lennon again. He can't get on top of this one. Our opponents get the ball here, but we dispossess them. Send it to Lukaku, to Barkley, to Schneiderlin, to Barkley, back to Schneiderlin. Schneiderlin's in face. He's getting outpaced, but somehow he takes a shot and scores. Gets us in the lead, 2-1. 85th minute. Goal by Schneiderlin. Opponents with some passing here. Trying to get past our defense, but our defense is going to be on lockdown now because we know we're in the lead. We just got to hold out this win. He sends it over to Barkley, to Lukaku, to Lennon, who's been wreaking havoc for this enemy team. Takes a touch, and he scores his double here. For sure, it's a win for us in the 87th minute here. The game ends 3-1 here for us. And while we were playing that match, a couple transfer offers came in. So our deal for Bellarabi got accepted, but it's for $35 million for a right mid position that we really don't need. So I'm gonna have to decline on that. Our bid for Anthony Martial got accepted for $40 million, but I really don't feel, especially after getting that guy back from loan from Milan, Delafeu. I really don't feel we need this one either. But the one I do feel we need, Bailey for 10 mil, I'm going to buy him. So he's demanding 40,000 a week, which I will give him for 4 years. I'm going to give him a squad rotation player role, and I'm going to send that offer in. Okay. And that's it for this first episode of FIFA 17 Career Mode. Let me know in the comments what you want to see from our team. Maybe a new formation. Who do you want to start? Who do you want to bench? Okay, see you next time.